there, Cosmic Cat here. We are going to do a reading to see what February holds for us as a collective. What is important? What are the important messages that Spirit can provide for us regarding February? Okay, we just had Imbolc of St. Bridget Day. We're halfway between winter and spring in the part of the world that I reside. I'm going to call in Spirit now. And this is going to be our significator card. This is from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. Let's see what it is that Spirit has for the collective. Archangel Michael is here with us. Archangel Raphael is here with us. Okay. Life purpose. Life purpose. Okay, so far we're starting out with it looking as though you're going to find out your life purpose if you have not yet done so. And even if you found your life purpose, look at that, it just came right out. And we definitely want to take that beautiful Ace of Cups. What about our life purpose? It's going to be beautiful. That's what I just got. Message. Life purpose. Spirit. Archangel Michael. Okay. All right. Oh, there's going to be some love coming in for you. Some love coming in for you. So, it's life purpose. This is Kabbalah. Perhaps you're studying the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life. You're learning about your reflection of what you think or what you judge others is a reflection of you, of what's within you. And you're starting to actually put that together now and grow into this beautiful tree because it helps you to gain a perspective shift, something that maybe a deity has helped you with. I know in my daily readings, Kuan Yin has came up quite a bit. This is also going to happen during a full moon. Full moon. And some of you have traveled to where there are multiple moons. So this is only for a few of you, but there are a few regarding the traveling. It's important for you to be writing your dreams down. Even though you have a wonderful memory and you may be able to remember them, I'm getting the message from Spirit that it's important for you to actually write your dreams down in a journal and to make sure you're grounding yourself after you're having these profound dreams where you feel like you're astral projecting out into the unknown or going into another dimension where there are multiple moons. And I'm getting another message, but it's a little fuzzy. It has something to do with your feminine side. The moon is ruled by our femininity, by the Divine Mother. And right here inside of the tree is this light. You're finding your light. And with you finding your light, it's going to lead you to your life purpose. And you will connect the earth with the sky. And that's going to unite. You're actually growing like a tree, is what I just received a message from. You're growing like a tree. And it makes them very happy. Yeah, that's beautiful. And yes, here we have the Ace of Cups. Your cup is full of love 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 is right here in the cups. Emotion. There's a newness for you, a new feeling of love coming into your life. This could be for you and your inner child, but I am getting a stronger message that it is a union with someone else, given that we have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is typically, it doesn't have to mean a romantic partner if you already have a romantic partner, but if you do not, I am getting the message that there is someone coming in to your life in a very loving way. You're going to receive love and give love in this fashion, in this way. And some of you are engaged. You haven't yet gotten married. But I'm also feeling pregnancies, like a birth with some of you. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And this King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is a very, he's very, he's successful. He's a successful, you're a successful man. You're a successful woman. I mean, this isn't, we all have feminine and masculine energy. So this reading is not gender specific by any means. But this, I mean, you know how to communicate. You know how to be down to earth. And yet you also know and understand finances, what your financial limits are. And it's interesting the way that we have this. Maybe it is going to be a leader that is going to come in your life. Maybe a leader with okay, I just got the message. The person that's going to come into your life, for those of you that this resonates with, the person that's going to come into your life is going to remind you of a leader, of like a father figure. That's the message I just received. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull. I'm going to figure out what deck I want to pull from now. So the leader, a father figure. What else? Let's pull from our Archangel Animal deck. What does this have to say about? So this is actually, could be like a very, like a love you've never experienced before is the message I'm getting. And here we have Camel. Camel. Be forbearing and patient. Forbearing and patient. Yeah, camels are very patient. They can also make their water last a very long time, for they, I believe, are the only animal that can survive the desert for a long, lengthy amount of time without water. Call upon Archangel Raphael when you need. There's something about getting some sun. The sun is a masculine energy and also is power. So this could be that this relationship, let me just see if that's accurate before I say it. Yeah, the camel is shining up on this Two of Cups, and that instantly tells me it's going to be a very powerful unity, one that neither of you have ever encountered before. And I did just get that it could be a partnership. It could still be a partnership. Yes, this could still be you going into business with someone. So I did just get that affirmed that that could be what is happening here. Okay, let's pull another card here. Let's see what we get. This is the Green Witch deck. Let's see what Spirit has. What is this about? Our life purpose. So life purpose is about unity, about being a leader with an open heart, having discernment. Okay, too many cards. We will take this one. And we'll take that one. Okay. The Witch's Heart and Dandelion. The Witch's Heart. Witch's Heart. So some of you are gardeners. And I'm getting infinity. So this love will last forever. This will be a love that will last forever. This will be a union that is going to be forever, because it's also going to be a union of where it's experienced like you haven't ever experienced before. If you've been through a lot of relationships and there's similar things that have always happened that you drew in that didn't work, Spirit is saying that this is different now. This is going to be a different love. There's still going to be growth, an opportunity for growth. That's what relationships are all about. So it's important to keep an open mind, an open heart. But as I did say, it's about, it's very beautiful how this is underneath of here. The Witch's Heart. Let me just see if anything pops out here with it. The heart of every witch beats in the middle of the woods, made up of chestnut leaves, small acorns, shining grasses, and deer prints. All witches recognize its heartbeat. It is that force that leads you outdoors, that makes you smile at a dandelion. Wow. That accompanies you onto your balcony or into the garden just outside the city. Follow the sound of your heart. Listen to it, to yourself. This card reminds you that there is not always the need for explanations. Sometimes you just have to feel. Sometimes you just have to feel. Allow yourself to feel. So this is for those of you that may feel like your heart is blocked. Maybe you feel like you're not ready for love yet, but it's coming to you. And this is Spirit asking you to allow it to flow and to happen, because those are the spaces where growth really lies. Yes, we all have parts of us that are our shadow side, or the side of us that we struggle to embrace or love or acknowledge. And yet, because we will always have those parts of us, it's important for us to still keep an open mind and an open heart to learning from someone else, allowing someone else in to help us learn how to do that. Sometimes we need a teacher for that. And although, we may struggle for years to try to gain that, or we could actually just allow another person into our life to help teach us, and we can help teach them as well. So it's like a partnership, a union, but it also may create the opportunity for true love for not just yourself, but for them too. Now, you clearly, obviously want to have love for yourself before getting into a relationship. Again, these are all opportunities to engage, to see where you are, and to allow this beautiful loving feeling to flow. Yeah, this is wonderful. And I love how it says the witch's heart leading you to the dandelion, and the dandelion was another one that flew out. Maybe next time I'll keep all 4 cards, because that's, I put 2 back, but I think Spirit may have wanted us to keep that now. Yeah, dandelion. So we're approaching, again, we're halfway to spring. Soon we will see dandelions. So maybe on a crescent moon here, you can pick yourself a dandelion and make a wish upon it. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. So before I see what I want to see about the dandelion, it's interesting that how the dandelion resembles the sun and we have the moon. So there's definitely like masculine, feminine, unity, togetherness, love. It's about accepting that. And you know, it's as if the wind has blown these wishes. The wishes are all going toward your life purpose. This is part of your life purpose. You've been drawing this in. Some of you have drawn this in. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Dandelions are one of the first flowers to bloom. Wild, they're wild too. You can't really tame a dandelion. And as much as you try to pull one up, typically the next day another one will start sprouting. They're very fast growing. Fast growing. It's interesting too how this right here just makes me think of like a dragon or something, how it's like tilted over. And thinking of all the stages of the dandelion, because they are here right now. If we see, there's just a leaf that hasn't formed. There's one that's already went and already served its life, so its death is there upon us. But then we have like these leaves, and here's one. Yeah, that's probably close to blooming. This was in another stage. So all the stages of a dandelion, and I think that this has to go with your heart really well, because there's a lot of stages in togetherness with someone. So allowing yourself to know that there are different stages that you will go through. Some will be phenomenal and others will be rough and rocky. It's important that you stay grounded and down to earth with it, and to honor yourself and the one that you end up being with. And this goes the same if it's a partnership. If you have a business plan and you're going into partnership with someone, it works the same way. You know, you want to be kind to keep your mind open to possibilities. So let's see, the dandelion, this book explains that this plant is linked to perseverance, thanks to its ability to grow in even the hardest and most unthinkable places. Its message for you is to have faith and do not fear. It is time to keep your heart open. That's exactly what I just said. Keep your heart open. We just had perseverance somewhere. It must have been in a different reading. Yeah, keep your heart open. Okay, so that's absolutely wonderful. Now let's pull from our serpent deck here and see what we have for a message. What message do we have? Protection of sacred places. Protection of sacred places. Yeah, so I instantly get a feeling that like this is if you have a particular sacredness, your sacred space, it's important for you to maintain that. And I do feel that this relationship is going to respect that with you. It's going to be able to allow you to stay in your individuality, to have detachment, but also love that you so desire. if that makes sense. It's something that's really not easy to obtain, but this person is really gonna, it's almost as if they're going to be someone that you knew in a past life. Maybe perhaps someone that's been trying to reach you for a long time, or that you've been calling in for a while. So respect and protect the sacred spaces in your life, whether these are physical places, relationships, or inner sanctum. Honor their sanctity. Uphold the values and rituals that keep these spaces sacred and safe. Yeah, this is about you upholding and doing, continue doing the same thing that you're doing, um, when your life changes and you begin to bring someone else into your life, into your space. Sure, some things will change because that's what happens when you unite with someone. However, it's important for you to know that your sacred space, your sacred time, and your job and your hobbies, things that brought you joy, that bring you joy, that keep you happy, are still maintained and done, and also respected by this leader that is going to come into your life and be your partner. It's important that he or that she too comes in and respects your sacredness and your time, and that you communicate that, that you both like speak about. So I do have this is my, it's kind of it's a little bit like setting boundaries. Okay, so like, you know um I do have my job that I need to do and work that I have to do at this time or at different increments of time. And I just need you to be able to hold space and allow me to, and give me space and allow me space for this movement to flow, and so that I can continue my work. And also, even if it's not for business for you to work, if it is, again, it says you're personal too. So protection of your personal spaces. So this is like you, if you say you meditate every day, and this person comes into your life and they're just, maybe if they're suffocating, or if you're like, don't bend your rules or your structure that you've built for the sake of someone else. Maybe 1 or 2 days is okay, not 2 days in a row, but maybe once a week if you can. It is maybe possible. You just want to be wise with it and not allow yourself to get lost. And also, everything that you've worked and everything that you've built, your legacy is just torn down because of this new love, which we all know what it feels like to have that new baby love of just like, it's like your blinders are off. You're seeing and hearing exactly like everything that you've always wanted to hear and see, yet at the same time, you barely know the other person. So, I mean, it's a very interesting time and state. It's beautiful. At the same time, we all know when you're in a relationship, that after a while, once you start to get to know them, things come up. And when things come up, that's when we need to make sure that, so it's important for you not to sacrifice yourself, your work, for the relationship at that time. It's important for you to maintain your growth, your own sacred space that you have, and for them to honor it. And if they honor it, which I feel like in this aspect, they're going to honor it because they may have their own as well that you will need to also respect. Because I feel like that what's going to bring into your life is going to be someone that has a lot of the common interests that you have, but also there's going to be diversity so that you both can learn from each other and grow from each other, but you're going to be uplifting each other versus bringing one another down or trying to control. It's going to be a relationship that is not based on control, is what I'm getting. That's the message that It was a struggle to speak out, but finally came through. Okay. All right. So let's pull. Let's pull from our Grateful Dead deck. Grateful Dead. All this love talking. We'll pull from here. See what card we get. Look at that. Oh, and this one too. Okay. So here we have the Five of Roses, which is the Five of Cups. And this is more emotion. This is more emotion. So this one looks to be about time. Looks to be about time. And yeah, so this is telling me there'll be a change. There'll be a change coming about with the Five of Cups. Fives are always about a shift. So there's some sort of shift going on. And there's something that about this, with this time glass, this hourglass, that gives me a feeling of like anxiety, of like maybe you feel like time is running out. You or your partner. Maybe it is you. Don't settle. I just received that. Don't settle because you feel like you won't be able to, because of your age, because of your looks, because of your place in time, because of depression, because of external forces or your internal mind thoughts. It's a very emotional, like, know that, you know, if your space isn't respected, it's interesting that came about. If your space isn't respected, then you'll just want to be able to move on from that. But this could also be learning how to shift in the relationship when something doesn't go your way, or when, you know, this could be just a part of the growth of your life purpose. Like maybe your life purpose is working with this individual and you both are stubborn and so you're butting heads. It doesn't mean that you have to move away. It just means that, you know, you want to make sure that you're having an open mind and that, you know, you stand up for your truth and your beliefs, but that you also listen to theirs. So it could also be about past. This could also be about you or the other person having some past triggers and it really affecting the relationship. But that actually, again, that's going to give you opportunity to recall, remember your life purpose, to remember your Ace of Cups and the love that overflows. Remember the infinite heart that you have, that you've grown, and, you know, figure out what you want to do, just to know that, you know, a past, it could be a negative outlook on things, whether it's you or the other person. But there's going to be some challenges. We know that. That's what relationships are all about. And we have number 9, the attic. In the attic of my life. Yeah, it's a beautiful Grateful Dead song. Seeking gold. Attics of my life. I recommend listening to that. Because this is definitely going in. This is the Hermit. This is you actually going inward. So yeah, you're going to have a breakthrough. And this feels like a two people. And I really feel like this also could be you and your partner having that breakthrough moment, perhaps together, but as an individual, if that makes sense. Kind of like if you've ever done a sacred ceremony separately with someone in the same room. It's your own. It's a ceremony altogether, but you're having your own in experience, is what I'm saying here. But you're going to understand. You're going to get it. You're going to like see all of this, and you're going to realize, like, okay, so maybe you're going to ask for some introspection. You're going to say, maybe you realize that you got triggered with something, or that something from the past came up, or they did. This could be you or them, but some sort of past issue may come up and like be a surprise that you didn't really expect, that isn't pleasant. And then it's going to cause some introspection, cause a little bit of a hermit mode, to go inward, to find out, so how do I want to proceed? What do I want to do? And to ask all the questions that you need to ask yourself as to, like, whether it's about you and if you can make it through the partnership, the relationship, the togetherness, or if it's about like with something with them, that can you accept this part of them? Are you capable of accepting this part of them? Yeah, I really love this reading. It's keeping the faith, keep the hope alive. All of these cards just give good, vibrant feeling and energy. There will be healing work that needs to be done. That was a download I just received. There will be healing work that has to be done, but it is necessary for you to do this with another soul. Yeah. And Archangel Michael is reminding you that you also have protection. That's the message I have for you today. Please let me know in the comments below what part, if all or any, resonates for you. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.